It's Fred. Welcome. I got my cans on backwards. Thank you for coming to yet another Magic the Gathering live stream. So today we're going to be playing Magic the Gathering Arena, and most notably, we're going to be playing around with Final Fantasy again. So if you were at the last two live streams, or if you're if you've watched them after I archived them, I had a little bit of a different format with each one. So today what we're going to do is, as promised, I'm making some, thank you. And there is a delay. Sorry, chat. Just so you know, I do the better quality, higher latency, where there is a delay of about a minute between the chat and me. And you guys should loosely be hearing stuff in the background. It shouldn't be a whole lot louder than my voice. It should, have my voice come through the most. But if there's any balance that needs to be done to the volume, I've got it right here, especially once we start some games. But so in the previous streams, we had looked at a bunch of different Final Fantasy stuff. So now I've had a chance to actually go over the sets, look them up, play around with them, and I made some quick decks. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kick in to, I've got two fresh decks as promised, and then I do have a deck I tweaked that I played in the last game. So I think we're going to start off by play testing these decks and seeing kind of how they perform. And you can kind of see my system as to how I make notes and tweaks and stuff like that as we try to take a deck that is good in concept and turn it into a deck that is great in concept. Well, thank you for joining us, Scoop. Appreciate you being here and being able to make it this afternoon. Good luck with that, toddler. Like I said, it's a scorcher out there right now. It's 92 degrees in Kansas City right now. And I had a stubborn-ass corgi who would not come inside. So that was what actually led me to being a little bit late. But without further ado, I think we're going to just kick into the main show. So I think I'm going to start these in a standard play. So I made a couple of decks. One is called Big Swords, and another one's called Mine, Not Yours. And the deck that I tweaked was Reborn. So I think I'm going to start off with Mine, Not Yours. Maybe I'll start off with Big Swords. I'll do Mine, Not Yours. So this is a blue and black deck. So the idea about this is to take people's cards and utilize them for my own need. And actually, I forgot, I need to tweak this. I tried one thing out last, when I was early testing on this. 90 for real, feels like 102. Jeez. Where was it? Where was my dude? Zande, the Dark Mage. He wasn't very useful for my needs. So let's go right into this, and just so I don't take up too much time, I'm going to start with something easy. An easy way to steal other people's stuff, which is Mr. Bones. Where is he? Where is he? If people are wondering, when you're looking at standard, these red ones mean they're banned. And it basically means tiny bones. There we go. We'll take 2 tiny bones. And I'll explain what that does later, but I think I've already demonstrated that once before. Yeah, they ban that stuff because you're tired of losing and things like that, and watching all that garbage. So, okay, we'll start with Mine, Not Yours. We're going to do a standard play. I'm not going to go into ranked, although ranked just restarted, so there's no harm in it. And we'll get going with it. But yeah, this is a blue-black deck that is about control the board. So it's about screwing with your opponent's stuff, stealing your opponent's stuff, and also hammering on them with your stuff. And this deck didn't perform as well as I would have liked. This is crazy, though, this card. If I never put it out as a land, target opponent mills half of their library rounded down. That means half of their deck rounded down, just straight into their graveyard. That's a fun one. So, okay. Got a couple of opening cards. I like this one also. Got some counter strikes, got some good starting points. So we'll start with these. Lock Cole is, I don't know where these guys are all from. I'm sure many of you do. But the Klepto Little Skeleton, you're not wrong. Okay, so they dropped Leyline of Hope as a starting thing, and I'm going to start off with an island. I'm going to try not to drop Jador if I can avoid it. So let's hope I draw a land for the next one. And I did not, so I am going to drop Jador. There's another one in this deck. It's going to come into play tapped, but I need to do that so that next turn I can start bringing some of these creatures out, some of these items out. So we'll enter that tapped, and we'll let it go. I think the Monument of Endurance is going to be the first one. There's a lot of cards in this deck where I discard things, and I can burn people with the discard. Okay, we're playing against a classic Angel deck. Understandable. Kind of want to get things started, so I'm going to start off with Locke. And so he's got Death Touch, so anything he does damage to will die. And he's got Lifelink, so I gain life anytime he deals damage. We got a Starting Town. This one lets you pay 1 life and get 1 mana of any color. That's a fun one. Start there. And let's go. Okay. Get to draw a card. And since I've got enough Ninja Blades. That's right, whenever... Okay. So I will discard the Ninja Blades. And then... Whenever you sacrifice a clue. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Lazav. I think I'm going to do my discard now. Because I'm gaining life anyway. So we'll see how this goes. Emit Sec. Zonde. I get it. Okay, what is this? Gain 5 or more life this turn. Okay. They don't have anything that gives them life yet. There's one. Okay, got that. He's coming at me with that. Okay. Use this to counter target spell. Return 2 target creatures you own. 1 or 2 target creatures and or enchantments you own to your hand. Let's see what happens if I send Red Rover on over. Just gonna let it go. Okay. Ooh, whenever they enter attack, draw a card, then discard a card. That's fun. So I think I'm going to get rid of Wear of Faces for right now. And with that, I get to do different things. I think I'll first make the opponent lose 3 life. And I'll bring this Home Slice out. Okay, and then I get to discard a card. I think I might get rid of the Ninja Blades again. And then I will get a treasure token. Drop this Slick Shores. And we'll see what they're going to do. They're going to come at me. I know that much. Beginning of each end step, if you gain 5 or more, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. I think we're going to counter that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to let you have that one, sorry. Oh, you can tell they're pissed. See them coming at me with shit? Oh, sorry. Swearing quite a bit. All right. So let's start with these. Okay, I can do that. Takes 3 damage. Gain life. Get another one here. Ooh, 3 steps ahead. That is a fun one. So I think I'm going to get rid of the Ninja Blades again. They're fun. They do some cool stuff. But for right now's purposes, I don't need them. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. $6, $10. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Gonna need a miracle probably. Whenever another angel you control enters, put a +1/+1 on this creature. That's fine. Okay. Here's where I try to get my miracle. Ooh, they didn't do anything. Okay, you ready for this? Here we go. All right. Create a token that's a copy and draw 2 cards and then discard a card. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to auto pay. I'm going to discard. Deal 3 damage. Deal 3 damage. And then, yep, here we go. And here's how I win. Deal 3 damage. Deal 3 damage. Bye. Okay. So, I don't know if I explained that deck too well, but that's it in play. Again, that wasn't a ranked match or anything, but it definitely played better than I was expecting. So, I'm just going to take, real quick, just a couple minutes. Did you do any town decks? I wonder if that mechanic is worthwhile, but it seems best in drafts, like deserts and caves. I did not do a town deck, but I'm not opposed to it. Let's see. So let's take a look at this deck and just kind of show you guys how I made it up and where it can probably benefit. But the basis behind it was this one, Emmet Sec, where when they enter, you draw and discard a card, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 14 or more cards in your graveyard, he becomes Echo of the Lost. During your turn, you may play cards from your graveyard. If a card or token will be put in your graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. So the idea is you're filling up your graveyard with stuff you can later use. Another fun one, Lock Cole is cool whenever he kills things. So if you block him, which that person didn't want to do with their angels, that therein lies, why he's there. But his real goal is for me to draw and discard cards. Again, working towards the Emmet Sec thing. Ninja Blades is the same thing, but I like this one a little bit more, which is it creates a ninja and they get +1/+1. And then whenever they deal combat damage to a player, I draw a card and discard a card like I was doing with all those other ones. But the player loses life equal to the discard card's mana value. So that's just another way to do it with more damage. The Ancient One's a fun one where it's 2 for an 8/8, but then if you get 8 or more cards in your graveyard, it becomes active. And then I can make people mill cards off the top. Wear of Many Faces, Lazav, when he attacks, I get to exile a card from any graveyard, so usually my opponent, and then investigate. And then when I sacrifice a clue, he can become one of those exiled cards. This one's fun, Reno and Rude. When they attack, first of all, they're menace. You have to block with 2 creatures, and when they hit the opponent, the top card of their library immediately gets exiled or removed from the game. But if I have the means, which is why I have that town in there, I can cast their spells and use them as my own. Then you got some counter spells. Tiny Bones steals stuff from their graveyard. 3 steps ahead allows me to copy artifacts and counter things. This artifact is a huge deal. Where is it? Monument of Endurance. Whenever I discard a card, I can either draw a card, create a treasure token, or each opponent loses 3 life, and this is every time I do it in a turn. Those are very FF14 ninjas. Yeah, and I think I can see in these where they're from. I can, so that's FF7. There's Vincent Valentine. He just gets bigger, and he doesn't really die. Let's see, Ninja's Blades. Final Fantasy 14, you called it. We get the Restless Town. That one's fun. It's a land that becomes a 4/4 blue and black shark with Death Touch, and whenever it attacks, so it doesn't even have to deal damage, you mill 4 cards off of the opponent's deck. And then there's Odin. He's fun. I destroy one of the opponent's creatures, and then on the second turn, if he deals damage to that player, they lose the game. That can be fun. And then the water crystal's crazy, so it makes my blue spells cheaper. And whenever they would mill a card, they mill that many +4 instead. And then I can pay 6 and make them mill cards from their hands. So the whole idea is to just whittle away their deck. And I ended up winning on the, you kind of want to have like, no, Fort. I don't believe Reno and Rude have separate cards each. We can check though. Doesn't take long. And we'll start a new deck, and we'll filter for Final Fantasy, and we'll look up Reno. And we'll turn on Craft. Nope, that's it. There's Trino, and then there's Reno and Rude. So they are a combo only, which is consistent with, as I recall, their characters in Final Fantasy VII. So we're going to run this deck one more time because it has 3 win conditions. It can either whittle away the top of their deck to the point that they can't draw a card. That's a rare win condition. A more common win condition is the one I used, where I used the artifact plus the draw discard functionality to kill them. And then the last one is to steal their stuff and use it against them. So let's see if we can steal some stuff and use it against them. We'll do one more, and then we'll move over to the Big Swords deck, which I know Fort is waiting for, but I can tell you I haven't used many of the big swords very often. Okay, I don't love this shuffle because I only got 2 lands, but I got Tiny Bones right off the bat, and I do have a counter a non-creature spell unless they pay 2, which early in the game they won't have, so this can kill a lot of deck's main missions. So I feel comfortable enough getting started with this, and I can start countering spells once I have 3 here, and Lock is coming out once I have 3, and then I'll really start siphoning cards. So the first part is just getting Tiny Bones on the board. Oh, okay, this is the stupid red speed deck. Okay, I know this deck. We'll get Tiny Bones on the board, so if he tries to spruce that up too much, I'm happy to let Tiny Bones die. And Tiny Bones has taken anyone with him that goes. He's probably stupid enough to... okay. What I was going to say was he was stupid enough to cast his spell before he attacks. He shouldn't do that. He should wait to see which one I block and then deal with it. Okay, we got that one. I'm a little discouraged that I haven't seen a land yet, but it is what it is. That Spell Pierce will probably come in handy the next turn. Okay, gonna go for it. Now I have a clue. Are they gonna block? No, they're not. Okay. And I'm gonna wait until their turn to draw, because if they have something really good, I want to Spell Pierce it. That was it, guys? Okay. There we go. Those are 2 good things. How do I want to do this? Let's start with this. They have nothing in their graveyard, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh, I forgot I can do that with my own, and then he can become Tiny Bones. Forgot about that fun little combo. All right. And let's get Lock out there to make them a little more discouraged from attacking me. Glacial Dragon Hunt. Okay, they get their prowess. Draw a card, then you may discard a card. When you discard a card in this way, it deals 3 damage to target creature. Okay, who are you going to take out? Take out whoever you want. So you want to get rid of Lock, probably just to attack me. That plays. Okay, there's Reno and Rude. See how we want to do this. Do that one. I'm not really worried about that. Let's grab that so he can become Lock. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, So I will sacrifice a clue. Let him become lock. Draw a card and then discard a card. Probably discard one Reno and Rude. You can always bring them back if I need to. I got this Spell Pierce here if I need to put someone in their place. I'm noticing he's got mana issues. Well, there's one. Okay, that I can't do anything about. Sleight of hand I can, though. The top two cards of your library, put one of them in your hand, the other on the bottom of your library. Do I stop him? Yeah, screw it. I stop him. Okay. So here's how we're going to do this. First, I'm going to attack. And we'll take this out of his graveyard. Then I'm going to initiate this. I'm going to have him turn into... Oh. I forgot to grab Reno and Rude out of my damn deck. Out of my graveyard. That's on me. But I'll gain some life. Draw a card. Discard one of these. Okay. Next. How many cards do I have in my graveyard? 3. Not enough. How do I want to do this? Yeah, let's do this. This is going to come down to, can I live this? Trash Panda deck. A raccoon deck should always be called the Trash Panda deck. The top 5 of your library, put them in your hand, and the rest in the bottom in the order. He's looking for something. Something specific. Can he cast whatever it is he's looking for? If he can't, he can kill me. If he casts a spell right now, he kills me. So what are you going to do, Home Slice? He casts a spell. The prowess alone kills me. So I was just waiting. The Rocket Raccoon Tribute deck. I like that too. Yeah, Gren has a fun raccoon deck that I got to get a sneak peek at yesterday. All right, let's go for big swords. This one's a little more straightforward. It's a bunch of big swords and mains, and it's using red-white. So you got your lightnings, you got your clouds, you got your crazy red-white stuff. But it has a bunch of different ways to crap out creatures, and then we got a bunch of buster swords and stuff in there to have a lot of fun, assuming the shuffle goes in my favor. So we got the Genji glove. We got these. This land enters tapped. Okay, we'll keep it. It's kind of like a fun dual land. And I've got almost what I need for Tori. Oh, fun. Okay, so this, the Dragon War, allows me to do 2 damage to people. So I might be able to do more damage than I bargained for right away. Ah, cat person. Yep. Another cat person. Another cat person. It's a cat deck. And I do control 2 or fewer lands. The only problem with this deck is it's supposed to get started faster than this, and it's not. But it doesn't mean that on the 4th turn I'm not going to have some fun. Yeah. He's going for me. I know. Okay. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get Joshua out here. Discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many cards. Okay. I'll discard 1 Elder Dragon War. And draw 1. Get the Scythe. You may attach a target deck creature gains first strike and must be blocked this turn at Fable. Yeah, I know. You're pooping a bunch of creatures and you're all proud of yourself. Okay. So this won't be as impressive, but we'll kill a bunch of these. Nice. Oh yeah, he's doing them from the graveyard. Discard any number of cards and then draw that many cards. This deck's over anyway. But get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Let's see if I can get a miracle solution. And I can't. Yeah. Nope. Nothing's gonna happen. Alright. Yep, that deck took me to task. It's a tried and true. No, I didn't have fun. These players are using the same damn decks over and over again. Alright, let's try this deck a little bit. See, it's interesting, Gren. This is playing a little bit different than it did yesterday when we tested these out. That deck usually gets started faster, though. So. Okay, only 2. Don't love that. But got a couple of good starting points. I'm going to go unless I get 3. Okay, 4. That's more than I wanted. Boo, you whore. Let's put a Plains back. These are a bunch of dual lands, though, that I get right away, which is great. We'll start crapping out little toxic guys every turn. That'll be fun. Okay, what do you want to take? I really don't care which one. This is going to be a discard, steal your hand deck. And you know what? That might be the fun one, the Deep Cave Bat, right? Like, it's okay, we'll bring this out. We'll do this. Your call, bro. They're going to start coming at you. And I'm hoping I can get Astor out, but the big ones that I need are already out. Yeah. There we go. Does enter tapped, but next turn I'll be good to go. See, and I don't think he has much to deal with artifacts and enchantments. I think that's what's helping me. He probably has a lot to deal with creatures. All right. This is mean, so let's get going on this. He's going to have to give up that bat, as everything that comes out deals a damage and everything gets +1/+1. And he can't kill anything permanently, which is great. Okay, somebody said Cave Explorer. I'm wondering what they were reading. So, and now they've got life link, so I'm gaining life every time they deal damage. Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Okay, we got a Hydra that's going to die right away. That one didn't get started. Like I won, but like I won too fast. I'm going to give a couple more games with this. Sorry if this is boring. I want to test this deck out a little bit more. I've gotten a chance to whip out big swords, but that when I brought that guy out, he would have been fun because I would have been able to see if I had a Buster Sword and then throw it on one of those creatures and have them swinging around a big old Buster Sword. There's the Scythe that I like. There's Lightning. So we got some good stuff here. My only concern is I don't have a lot of lands in this opening hand. Let's go for it, though. Let's see. See if I can draw me some lands. And this comes in tapped if I don't control a swamp or a mountain, so I'm definitely going to want to put this mountain down first so I can use this first turn when it comes out. I hate lands that come into play tapped. I very rarely use them, but there are some occasions where I need to. Is this a Chocobo deck? No, I don't think it is. Cool, we can get the Hive out. And then okay, they got the Patchwork Beastie. Okay, get this out here. And I think I'm gonna go for Lightning. Let's get Lightning started. Because they're gonna activate these guys in one more turn. Unless they discard somehow, which is possible. Okay, so now he's activated his beasts. Which is kind of fine by me. Okay, so let's go with the Scythe. Pop it on her. Okay, they must be blocked. And she has first strike. So let's see what we can do here. I think I screwed up. Yes, I did. They're like, why did he do that? That's okay. I got him to get rid of the Patchwork Beastie, which is fine. Okay, what you can do? Okay, he's going after me with everything. Making him bigger. It's cool. Sweetness. Equip 2 and I have 5, right? Okay. So we'll get the Forge going. Oh shit. Did the wrong ones. Wasn't even paying attention. Good game, because I was playing like shit. I made a lot of mistakes there. I shouldn't have sent Lightning over, so that was my first mistake. And this is coffee. Just in case people are wondering. This is coffee here with my lovely expressions of a stormtrooper. So I can't really explain why I was making bad decisions there. I'm going to go one more round with this. Weird flex, but okay. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well, those are fun. Again, what's with the lack of land? I don't love that. Ugh. He had lack of lands too, and this will be a rabbit deck. Call it a hunch. Ah, Phineas the Ace Archer. We get Skrelv's Hive going. And this rabbit deck is fast, so it's going to probably pulverize me. Here's an idea. A rabbit chocobo deck. And we can throw in Tifa and... okay, hold on. Let me theorize this one out. Oh, thank you for a bunch of stuff I don't need. Ah. Good game. I'm out. So yeah, early on these Final Fantasy decks, at least that first one I don't love. If you look at the economy. Okay, we got Ford over here making jokes. All right, one last thing I want to show how, we'll go into a ranked game because screw it. I want to show how I've tweaked Reborn with a couple of characters from Final Fantasy. We'll see how these guys do in this black and white deck. It's all about things coming back out. Gabranth wasn't supposed to be in there, I didn't think. But okay, sure. We'll get Cecil out right away. So every time, so Cecil kills anything that it deals damage to, and anytime it deals damage, I take damage as well. So we'll bring out Gabranth. Just in case he wants to block this guy. I don't think he does, but just in case. And so I'm trying to get my life down to 10, because then he'll flip over to Cecil, the Redeemed Paladin, and other attacking creatures get indestructible and lifelink, which means they gain life. No, I'm good. Bring this out. Here comes the Unstoppable Slasher. So he can't block Gabranth, and he thinks he can, but he doesn't realize he's got Menace. And then Unstoppable Slasher is great. It can't die, and it kills everything it touches. When it dies, it comes back on the board tapped. I think I've used it in the previous deck. So he's gonna probably kill it with something, but what do I care? Okay. I don't think he realizes it comes back and Gabranth just gets bigger. When this creature enters, discard a card. Whenever this creature attacks for the first time each turn, and there are 4 or more card types among in your graveyard, untap this creature. After this phase, there's another combat phase. So could he do 2 of those in 1 turn? Perhaps. So let's just get him out of the running. And then I think I've won. And if this is a ranked game, I'm... okay. They didn't wait until the timer ran down, which I was surprised about. So Gabranth, I don't know why he's in there. I didn't think I wanted Gabranth in there. But maybe I decided to. Let me take a look at this deck real quick. Put Squall. Oh, there's 2 Gabranths because I got rid of 4. That's right. Until I know what I want instead. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do one more with this, and then we'll go look at a chocobo deck that I have, a fun little created chocobo deck. We'll return back to that, and then I might think about that rabbit chocobo deck. Maybe we'll throw that together real quick and test it out. But if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. Ugh, what a horrible draw. Look at this. 2 planes, that's it. Gross. No, thank you. Dang, not a whole lot better, but I'll take it. We at least get Cecil out there and let him do his thing, and hopefully I draw a freaking land in the first couple of turns. Because Banishing Light and Split Up helps, so there we go. And for the record, Cecil's not really a win mechanic. He's just, like a lot of things in this deck, he's a distraction. Okay. I'm good. Next turn, we'll get out the Unstoppable Slasher, which will be fun. Okay, he's definitely looking for something specific in this deck. It's a red-blue deck, but at this moment, I have no idea what its goal is. All right. There we go. Let's pop a Swamp out here. Unstoppable Slasher. Blue can counter spells, of course, so always important to try to prevent those. Prevent your spell from getting countered. I'm guessing he's going to take out the Unstoppable Slasher somehow. I sure hope he is. Oh, okay. We got Orko. Or is he going to take out Cecil? He might take out Cecil. Oh. He's hexproof. Okay. Okay, you're trying to make him big. I get it. I get it. But see, it's got hexproof only during that turn. So then when I do this, it's gone. Oops. It does 3 for Torch, but you have to... Oh, he's going to do 2 of them. Okay. Ah, he's going to do that prowess thing. Okay. Okay. How do I want to do this? He's not going to be able to pump it up too much this turn, so let's bring this guy out. Make him think he knows what I'm going to do. I'm hoping he craps out a bunch of creatures so I can use Split Up, but I bet he moves this to class 2. Interesting. And he's back. He's going to use that 4/5. So for now, let's see what he does. The idea is I want him to attack with these guys, and then this stun counter will go away, and I'll kill all tapped creatures. And bada bing, bada boom. Oh, tell me you're going to use this and untap it. No? Okay. Nice, nice. You can hexproof that sucker all day long. His problem is he's doing all this stuff too fast. You're doing it too fast. You're blowing your load too early, bro. How do I want to do this? Oh, because I've only got 3 life. I see. It's all about cranking up that VV Ornithopter as high as it can possibly go. Noted. Okay. So with this in mind, let's see here. We'll switch gears for a minute and open a couple packs. Raven Man. Okay, let's take a look at Raven Man in a minute. Zodiark, Umbral God from Final Fantasy XIV. 5 for a 5/5. I know I've got a couple of these. He's indestructible because he's a god. When he enters, each player sacrifices half of the non-god creatures they control of their choice, rounded down. When a player sacrifices a creature, put a counter on him. I don't love him because if he doesn't have trample, what's the point? Ooh. Master Zonde from Final Fantasy III. There's a 2/2. And there's Excalibur 2. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Excalibur 2. So it just gets bigger when you gain life. Final Fantasy IX, right? The secret best Final Fantasy, right? Go-Go, Master of Mimicry. Never gotten this one before. This is Final Fantasy VI. Okay. Yeah, I thought I knew that. Copy target activated or triggered ability you control X times. You may choose new targets for the copies. This ability can't be copied. This ability can't be copied and X can't be 0. Okay. Ooh, and I did get the counterspell from the bonus sheet. The thing that sucks is on those bonus sheets, I can't use counterspell. I can use it in standard, sorry. I think the same thing's true of Stroke of Midnight for these bonus sheets. Ooh, here's Genova. Put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to Genova's power onto one other creature. That creature becomes a mutant. Whenever the mutant you control dies, draw cards equal to its power. Oh, that's fun. I've got an idea with that. Cornered black mages. Here's the Genji glove. All right, let's see what we got here. Laboratory Maniac. Gaius von Balthazar from Final Fantasy XIV. He's a human soldier. When he enters, each player sacrifices a creature token, or a non-creature, so you can one or the other, where each player sacrifices an enchantment. Gotcha. There's Squall. I haven't gotten a chance to use Squall in my fun black and white deck yet. That one that I was just playing. Oh, when the creature attacks alone. This is something you could use in a Chocobo deck, I think. When a creature attacks alone, it gains double strike. And then when he deals combat damage to a player, you can bring back a card in your graveyard without paying for it. There's a good old Primal Odin. I need to make that blue and black deck where it's all about getting the Odin out and then just making all other creatures on the on the board go away so he can get through no matter what, or making him unblockable in some way. Okay, got the Titan, and then bonus sheet, Rhystic Study. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may draw a card unless that player plays one. That's a strong card. Gosh, can't remember what game that's from. And that's Tidus and Yuna, right? Right? I don't know. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy X. Can't stick with Final Fantasy games for some reason. Fatal Push. 1 black, destroy target creature if it has a mana value of 2 or less. That's awesome. Destroy that creature has a mana value of 4 or less instead of a permanent left on the battlefield. Instead, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn. Okay, so you hurt my thing, I kill something big. The lunar whale, baby. It's a whale. It's a whale, man. We're going to go to the moon. It's the end of Star Wars. Okay, so it's 4 for a 3/5 flying. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. That's kind of cool. As long as the lunar whale attacked this turn, you may play the top card of your library. So if it attacks, you can go play it. There you go. Thank you. So in the chat, Fort says, if you ever wanted to know what Colonel Campbell playing Darth Vader, that's Gaius von Balthazar. Riona, she's from Final Fantasy VIII. I don't know if I ever met her. I didn't play too far into 8. Here's Jecht, right? Jecht? Reluctant Guardian. Okay, so he's 4 for a 4/3. He's got Menace. Whenever he deals combat damage, you may exile him and then return to the battlefield transformed. Each opponent discards a card and you draw a card. And then on the 3rd turn, each opponent sacrifices 2 creatures of their choice. So you get a nice little crazy 7/7. Interesting. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Do I do a draft? I think we're going to go do a draft. And then I'll come back and play with Chocobos. Traditional draft and Premier draft. I'm trying to remember. Premier draft is select card, 1 card at a time. Because I think it's standard draft is the one where it's best of 3 or something. Hold on. Traditional draft. Yeah, that's best of 3. I still like I like Premier Draft. So, okay, we'll go with that. We'll use my draft token. And we'll see how many people are online. Hopefully a lot on 4th of July weekend on a Sunday. Otherwise, this will become pretty quick. A general sports themed deck. That could be cool. All right. There's Emmett. He could be fun in really any deck. And he could definitely work with that Merfolk Warrior. Okay, I don't love a whole lot of these, so I'll take Emmett for now. Ideally, I'm making a bruise deck, a blue-black deck. Hopefully it's not too similar to the other one I had. Okay, hold on. Exile this artifact, copy the spell. Okay, I can make a spell copy. Whenever another artifact... okay, I'll grab the town for now. That's just fun to be able to, if you grab it later in the thing, milling half their library is huge in these. So, Gren, what do you... So you said there's sports type cards that let you earn points to win. Is that Final Fantasy based? I'm guessing no. I'm waiting on other players. Okay. Yeah, I think I can see the whole loop. Okay. Yeah, here's who I'm waiting on. Or those Aether Drift or something. They might have the Automaton Queen. Okay, here we go. This will be interesting. You may sacrifice an artifact or creature if I do draw 2 cards. You draw a card and lose a life. It's 4/4. And then each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice and loses 3 life. Okay. I hate to say it, but this is shaping up to be similar to my blue-black deck, but not intentionally. It's just how the draw is going. And thinking about, you know, like low cast cost can be very useful in these decks. I don't know if they have the Automaton Queen, but I'm guessing they would if they have a Rook auto turret. There's a Blitzball card. Cool. Okay, what do we have here? Affinity for towns, draw 4 cards. Whenever this creature attacks, untap target attacking creature. It's a cleric. Untapping is no fun. Vincent's Limit Break is the one. It allows the creature to die and come back to life, and you make them bigger before they die. I like that one. Plus, we've got balance in the force right now. Oh, I guess it's technically 2 and 3 because I have 3 black cards because these are gold. And I guess this isn't a blue card, really. They don't consider it a blue card, I guess. Yeah, they don't consider it a blue card. Oh, there's Gaius Van Balser. There's a Scorpion Sentinel. I like him. Return up to 2 creature cards. I think we're going to bring out Gaius. He could be very useful in this deck. Ooh, okay, people are ready to go. I like that Scorpion Sentinel, but I also like the Black Mages. Target opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. And I create... Okay, so they sacrifice a creature and I create a Black Wizard. Oh yeah, I like that. There's Reno and Rude. Okay, this is getting dangerously close to that deck. Hecate's, when this creature enters, an opponent discards a card. That's always fun. We have a pretty decent lack of blue in this deck, though. I'm going to have to work on that. I wonder if people are really going for the blue cards. It looks like it a little. Sure, so I start picking stuff that I don't want other people to have. I don't want you to have this, so I'm going to take it. There's one from Strixhaven. Devastation. This was not my intention. Is the most, sorry, memed line Gaius has. Okay. I do like the Rook turret. I think I like it more than Ether. So I pay 4, I exile it, I get blue, and when you cast your next spell, it gets copied. Or I can have a Rook turret Thopter. Whenever another artifact you control enters, if you do, discard a card. Shit, it picked for me. And I didn't get what I wanted. That wasn't good. Ugh, okay. I gotta stop thinking this through. I wonder if my brain's broken today. So I got the opera love song. But I got a monk. I don't think I'll use it, but I got a monk. Pay 2 to make a fisty guy. That's 2/1. Ether, no, it does the opposite, doesn't it? Smelling salts wake you up. Ether puts you down. Pretty sure. Okay. There's Garland. Remember Garland, kids? Target player draws 2 cards, put a +1/+1 counter on up to on 1 target creature. I might just steal the Realm Reborn thing. I don't want another Gaius. And I'll just steal the green one for now. Oh, there's Tifa. I don't think I've ever gotten a Tifa before. See what we got here. As long as you control 7. Counter target spell unless its controller pays X. And then exile it. I like that one. We'll grab the counter spell. Leave Tifa to the wolves. No pun intended. Yes, I believe Ether's the chloroform rag stuff. Yeah, let's see the Monk's Fist. They're taking it from Final Fantasy 1, that's why. He's just the boring Final Fantasy 1 monk. Clive's Hideaway. You may play the exiled card without paying its cost. Top 4 cards of your library. Exile 1, and then I may pay for it without... If you have 4 or more legendary creatures. The chance that I'll have that in this is nothing. But Olmeteka, the Time Sorceress, seems fun. So let's grab her. Or Ultimacia. Ultimacia. There's a starting town. It's what's Circle of Power. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, create a wizard. Wizards you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. That can be fun. Gold Saucer's also fun. We'll go with this. But do you notice like a severe lack of blue cards? Here we go. Stolen Uniform. Choose target creature you control and target equipment. Gain control of that equipment until end of turn. Attached to that creature, you lose control of that equipment at the end of the turn. If it's attached to a creature you control, unattach it. Okay, so you basically take somebody else's equipment and use it against them. That might show up in games. I do like this guy who never dies. I think I'll grab him. He's a 3/3. I don't like that he comes in tapped, but if he dies and you cast a non-creature spell, you can pay 1 black and bring him back. I don't think there's a Jack Garland. Here's the blue crystal. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll grab the blue crystal, the water crystal. This is very similar to my black-blue deck so far. This is fun, though. If I can get 8 mana on the board, which is unlikely in one of these games, I can transform her into something crazy. Scorpion Sentinel's not great, but it's not horrible. Oh, I did not know that. I can attach equipment to +1/+1 and gets hexproof until end of turn. Love that. We'll do that. The reason I didn't grab the other Ultimacia is just the chances of... I just don't think there's a good chance. We'll grab the Dark City so I can have a dual land. The Dire Rat. When this creature dies, create a treasure thing. Fine. Stranger of Paradise, I've heard, is awesome. I have it. I got the PS5 version on a GameStop sale for a song. I think I paid $7 for it. No store credit or any shenanigans like that. Like a legit just walk in and buy something for a set price. You had to find it in your local GameStop, and we have this one GameStop that's horrible. Matt, you know it. It's from... it's near the mall by where I live. Yeah, they had one, so I grabbed it. Okay. Knights of Sandora. Not playing that deck, so... There's Yuna. Travel Overworld I don't want. I like the Black Mage one, but... So, I don't know that I need Anima. Don't know that they're going to be as helpful, especially against Syncopate, which is a counterspell card. And I have to leave all these really strong cards for different colors on the board. Oh, cool, actually. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 hero card. No, I guess I'll grab this. See if I can use it. There we go. Whenever you scry or surveil, draw a card. I don't think... Oh, here we go. I love him. Galvis. Yeah, he's fun. I don't know if he'll work with every deck, but he'll work with this deck. Basically, I pick a opponent's creature. That creature doesn't get -2/-2, but every other creature gets -2/-2. And whenever he dies, Galvis turns into his form. Where's Galvis? Xenosi Galvis. Then he becomes Shinryu, which is an 8/8 flying. As this creature transforms into Shinryu, choose an opponent. When the chosen player loses the game, you win the game, which I think is absolutely hilarious. That's fun for like multiple opponents. Yeah, so Fort's talking about Stranger in Paradise. I played the demo and really enjoyed it. So, okay, when this artifact enters, tap it, and it doesn't untap. That, or whenever a creature or another artifact you control dies, opponent loses life. So I can ping him away, or I can snatch him. Well, let's see, what's my blue-black thing? 9-13? Okay, let's even the odds. I know it's probably a poor way of doing it, but that's the way I'm choosing to do it. When she enters, you may cast target instant or sorcery from a graveyard. Any mana type can be spent. Oh, from any graveyard. Ooh, I wonder if she would be fun in my blue-black deck. She might be fun in my blue-black deck. My other blue-black deck. Because where is she? Keistis Trape, which for some reason, I guess she's from Final Fantasy VIII. She reminds me of Blitzball. Here we go. Add 1 mana of any color. Goal. Sacrifice this artifact. Draw 2 cards. Activate only was dealt damage by a legendary creature this turn. Sure. That seems fun. But for some reason, she looks like Samus Aran to me. But yeah, when she enters, I can cast an instant or sorcery card from any graveyard, and I can use any mana type if that would be put into... And I excise it. Oh, I love all that. Oh, here's the Masamune. If a creature dying triggers this, okay. And this is tap target creature and opponent controls. Put a sun counter on them. Draw a card for each creature opponent. Tapped creature opponent controls. Let's grab the Masamune. It looks fun, and I haven't used it. And Fort likes weapons, so it's a good reason to use it. We'll grab some instant ramen. I don't know if I'll use instant ramen, but we'll grab it. Another counter spell. Always good to have them, even if I don't need them. I don't have to put all these cards in the deck, by the way. Draw a card, then discard a card. Sacrifice this. Draw 3 cards. This ability costs 1 less for each town you control. I'll grab that. The world map. I think that lets me, yeah, grab a basic land or grab any land. Let's get Magic Pot. Okay, Ignis must not be popular, or people just aren't playing the deck. Fight On is from Final Fantasy VII. Yep, you called it. And of course I get unexpected request. Okay, now I get to make my deck. So we'll throw it together. All right. I just remove everything from the deck right off the bat. Okay, so I know I'm going to want these 3 in there. And that gives me my islands and swamps. We'll get rid of 1, 2, and 1. So 1, 2. And where is it? 3. Okay. Next up, we start with what I know I want in there. I know I want Reno and Rude. I know I want Kiti's Tripe. I know I want the Water Crystal. I know I want Xenogalvis. I know I want 2 Syncopates. I know I want Cornered by Black Mages. And I know I want Vincent's Limit Break. Now things get a little different. Okay, I know I want Magic Damper. I think I want Gaius. I know I want a Blitzball, and I know I want the Masamune. Okay. Let's do Stuck in there. Let's do the Shambling Kite. I know I want that. Nope, I don't want that. I want this one, Hecatites, which makes them discard a card. This creature dies, create a treasure token. I don't want that. I don't want the monk. Do kind of like that one. Draw a card and gain 3 life. But let's see. What does he do? When he enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a land card from them. And then pay green, blue, and tap. Exile target card from your graveyard. If it was, create a food token. Yeah. No, Ignis, you're not of much value to me. So right now I've got 10 black. Okay, so I'll do one more syncopate, and then this is where things get uneven. Because I do think I want anima. I want a Tool album. Draw cards, lose 2 life, and get a black wizard is a decent amount for 4 mana, I must say. 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Probably worthwhile bringing them back. What do you think? Robot Scorpion, he's 2 for a 4/4 later in the game. Or I could do Ramen, where I draw a card and gain life. Or I could do this, where you just go fetch lands. I don't have a specific land I want to grab. So... we'll grab it. Or, what do you think? You think the Stolen Uniform's worth it? Or do I just go with the Scorpion Sentinel? Stock up on flyers. Yeah, well, I only have a choice of what's left, and there's only 1 creature left. Let's see how my breakdown works out. Okay, I've got 11 and 13. That's pretty close. 57-14. Average of 3. Creatures 11, non-creatures 12. That's a pretty decent amount. Let's see. My companion for this one, I think I'll do Xerox. For my avatar, let's do Ashitok. For my card sleeve, as much as I love the Corgi, let's go find something fun in this realm. Who do I want? Sure. This is from Final Fantasy VII. Why not? No, wait. No, actually. I think that's the... no, that's the familiar from Final Fantasy 16. Right? He's got to be from Final Fantasy 16. Anyway. Alright, draft deck is done. Yep. Yeah, you like the rock pun for the companion? Uh-huh. All right, let's go and see what happens. And for this second half of the live stream, where are we at? We're at 4:17, actually. 4:17 my time, and I'm going to finish at 5. I got to go to a yoga class my sister's teaching, but we'll do a Coke Zero before that. Coke Zero Cherry. Man, just getting effed. My BFF is getting effed in the B right off the bat on the lands. Oh, gross. Oh, so gross. But I can do a lot more with this. So for now, we get rid of Anima. Okay. We can get Reno and Root out right away and then Syncopate. I should be able to do some early counter spells. So we'll get Reno and Root on the board right now, though. And he can't block Reno and Root. He was expecting to, but he can't. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, first we'll get this through. Can I steal something from them? Nope, I can't. Target opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. I think we might just get rid of this guy right off the bat, because he's going to be a pain in the butt anyway. Ooh, but I can counter something here. He can't do much with Reno and Root. I'll wait. I'll wait, because I got Syncopate. There's a good reason to block it. And if they try to kill Reno and Root, I can use the Limit Break. If one or more tokens will be created under your control. Yeah, no. Well, for fun. Sure. Okay, let's see here. Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. Oh, that's the enchant creature thing. First, let's see what the top card is. I'll have fun with that at first. Is that another land? No. They just know I can't cast it. We'll do cornered by mages. Okay, we got the Masamune in the house now. First of all, let's take away their stuff. Oh, I don't have a creature or artifact to sacrifice, but yeah, it doesn't matter. While that thing is cool, I don't have the means to cast it, so I'll decline. Whenever she attacks, create a wizard. Okay, well then let's block her and ping. Yeah, I don't want you doing anything. I could have sworn I was supposed to have a rock and not that. She got prowess. And there's a Chocobo on the board. Okay. The amount of, like, no land. Do you know how many turns I've gone without land? I just realized that. How many turns are we on? And I've gotten 0 land, which is goddamn donkulous. You made your Chocobo big. I might use the limit break. But no, you can't. I found out that if you use it on a token, you don't get it back. So he's just trying to make it big. Why would you do that? Because if you didn't, you could prevent blocking... What's-his-face? But anyway. Okay. Alright. Blitzball, that means I can cast something if it's of the right, if it's only 1 mana. Fat Chocobo. I can't do that, though. Oh, they were dealt damage by a legendary creature this turn. Okay. Make that Chocobo bigger, at least for a turn. And he made another one. Okay. Nope. Okay, this will be fun. Finally! Jesus, wept. Okay, so here's where I kill these guys. Because I've got the limit break also. This will be fun. Alright, you ready? So he has to block with both of those. Right, here we go. And then I'll do the limit break to make it a 5/2. Yeah, he needs to be 5/2. So we're going to do Death Gigas. And there we go. And I forgot I can do Xenoye Galvis. That's fun. Boy, is he happy to have that away, I'm sure. No, I'm not blocking. I think he's got me on this one. Yeah, because even he was a 4/4. He's got me. And I lost. But the mana problems, like seriously, folks. Look, he had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I had 9 mana many turns ago, I could have done a lot more. I'm trying to work with 4 mana that whole game, 2 of which was in my opening hand, and I reshuffled in my opening hand. This is the part about Arena that drives me up a flippin' wall. Oh my God. Drives me nuts. Okay. So it's 4:30. I think I'm going to do one more game. Then we're going to try the Chocobo. And maybe I'll wrap up trying to do... We'll do my fun Chocobo deck that's on just... If you remember, it was my Kickstart. And then we'll wrap up with maybe me doing that Chocobo white-green deck. Watch this. Now I'll have like 7 mana in my opening hand, and it'll just keep crapping mana. I've had that happen too. It's not fun. There's nothing too much to write home about. We'll just start here. Magitech Infantry. Here's my Scorpion Sentinel. He's got the double strike dwarf out first turn. Cool. Here's the Dark City. Okay, if he sends that over... Okay, that's Squall. First Strike, Vengeance, Lifelink. Or an equipment spells cost less. I don't think I want him to have that. Nope, I don't think I want him to have that at all. We'll remove that. Cool. Do that. Bring out a Blitz Ball. And I've got the Magic Damper if I want to do something with it. And what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more, and I'm ready to make him mill half their library. So if I get a land on the next turn, that would be awesome. Can mill half their library. He has a lot of cards in his hand, though, that I don't. I guess not. When this enters, draw a card at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you control an equipment, you may pay 1. If you do, attach it to a creature you control. Okay. Yeah. I can't do anything about it, but I want him to think I can. Okay. So we'll Surveil 2. I kind of like both of those, right? Huh? Huh? Yeah, I'll keep them. All right, next turn, I'm milling half of his deck. This artifact enters exile target non-land permanent. Oh, okay. Well, at least he didn't do the blitz ball. That would have affected me. Okay, now he's got the dragoon. All right. So he's done a lot, but he hasn't done a lot. You follow my meaning? So, okay. There's half your deck gone. What up, Sean? All right. He's going to put that on Giot or whatever, right? That's where this is going. Yeah, I'm going to have to take it. Not faring very well for me. Wanting to kill that dwarf, but I don't know quite how to do it. The only thought I got is block this with this. I think he's going to go for it first on the first strike. God damn it. Okay, watch this. You ready to laugh? I'm not going down without a fight. You gotta pick your creature. He's gonna steal that one? Interesting. And he flies now. Yeah, I'm getting trounced on this. Good thing it was free. All right. Ooh, I got an achievement. What's my core achievement? Enter 5 events. And I got what? What is this? It's just a picture? All right, let's see here. Let's go into the Chocobo deck. Here we go. We'll do Devious Chocobo. But what up, Sean? Thank you for joining. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Oh, look at that. A decent shuffle. Weird. I've never seen that before. Okay, didn't get it. So... okay. I'll force cycle the T-Rex Swal. And then whatever this person brings out. Catch a fish. Oh, and then it transforms into... It's a one and done. Yeah, it transforms into a land. Up to 2 basic land cards and or town cards with different names. Cool. Put them in the battlefield tapped. So if they're going to come into the battlefield tapped anyway... Sean's right. He's like, they can't let you feel good about the game. You get one good shuffle a month. It's so true. Okay, okay. So we'll do the Chocobo racetrack. So the fat Chocobo can come out next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he needs 8. So we're getting there. Give me a Chocobo. Whoop, whoop. And he's having mana problems. He finally got over it, it looks like, or at least partially over it. He's going to get rid of the racetrack, I'm guessing? Make a decision, buddy. Okay. Thank you. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Chocobro. Wark. Tap me. All right. And then the Chocobros are going to have trample. We're going to come at him with a whole mess of Chocobos. And if I get a land, that'll be even better. And if he creates anything I don't like, Sephiroth's intervention will stomp the yard. Okay. We'll do this. Just in case I get a land, but if not, it's a 7/7 beast with trample for the next couple of turns. We'll kill her just so the dog can't get bigger. Good game. He gave up that fast. I would never search Chocobro up on the internet, but thank you. Okay. So we've got that in the bag. Blue or green spells. Well, hell, if they're going to give me something for blue or green spells. Let's see what the deal in the thing is today. Bunch of gods that I don't play. Ooh. The House of Horrors. Let's do opening a House of Horror pack for fun. We got the Possessed Goat, Soul Rager, the Greenhouse with the rickety gazebo, Don't Make a Sound counter spell, Trapped in the Screen. I do love the art of that, even though that isn't as fun. Look at the Vile Mutilator. So expensive. And you have to sacrifice a creature enchantment. Unidentified hover ship. I don't know if I know this one. I don't. When this vehicle enters, exile a creature with a toughness of 5 or less. Okay, so most creatures. And when this vehicle leaves the battlefield, exiled card's owner manifest dread. Okay. Manifest dread is taking the top card of your library, putting it face down, and it's a 2/2, but if it's a creature, you can pay its cast cost to bring it out. Horrid Vigor. Cynical Loner. Stalked Researcher. And the Balustrade Worm. 5 for a 5/5. Can't be countered. Trample Haste. So it attacks right when it hits the board, and it does trample. If I pay 4, I can return this from my graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Activate only if there are 4 or more card types among the cards in your graveyard, and only as a sorcery. Okay, so not as strong because it's got to be as a sorcery, but yeah. All right, what'd I get here? Emmett. I think that's 4 now. I think I have 4 of him. All right. Let's go do a couple things with this deck. The Mine Not Yours deck. I think I want that blue girl. Instead of Tiny Bones. The question is, do I have any... I do have some. Okay, I do have some. Okay. So let's go to blue. Sorry if you get nauseous with scrolling. It's going to happen for a minute. Oh, sorry. Okay, so where is she? Gotta look for the girl who looks like... Whoop. Here, I'll do it with a click instead of a mouse wheel. Shiva's dominant. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. That might be fun for my Primal Odin. There's just a lot of executions that need to happen before Jill can do that, which is why I don't think I'm going to do it. Up to 1 creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Draw and discard a card. That may be the one. Actually, that may be the one. Let's play around with Kaito. I think he might be my new one. But Kidis Trepe would be another one. Okay. Let's do Kaito. Let's see how this goes. All right. And yeah, 443. I've got at least one more game in me. Let's see if these work any at all. Not the Premier Draft. Let's do standard play for now. Oh, I caught what those were. Nice work for it. Mother effing land issues again. But I do have that. I think I can do okay with this. We'll see how it goes. There we go. If it's your first, second, or third term, it can come out right away. Okay, so we'll do that. I think this is one of those speed decks where he's just trying to get things out as fast as possible. He's got Menace. If you descended this turn, which means discarded something, put a +1/+1 counter on the creature, sacrifice it, -X/-X. Okay, so you can use this creature to kill another creature in a big, long, roundabout way. Ooh, he exiled him. Nice. Look at you getting all your shit done. Yep, okay. Cool. And how do I want to do this? Get this out there. Because next I'm going to do Vincent. Uh-huh. Lose 3 life, sacrifice a non-land permanent, or discard a card. I'll discard a card because it's going to help me with the monument. I just realized that. I bet somebody else is saying that in the thing. Sure, why not? Yeah, whatever. And yeah, he'll get bigger. Okay. He is really dead set on making sure that guy can't do anything. It's fascinating to me. Do you not think about that? No. I am not going to let you do that. And yeah, I was going to say, this girl's never getting through. Because of him.
You want a better world? Then fight for it. Found a way in.
Doesn't change a thing, bruh.
Trust me, I'm a specialist.
Yeah, of course.
You're faster than you look. might surprise him.
Your call, bruh. He's got a lot of haste. That's fair. Did he not think about this? Damn. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Watch this.
Follow me, Pon-Pon-Chan.
Oh my god, he's only got 5 life. How did I not notice this? I'm gonna win. I'm gonna not... I didn't know I was gonna win, but I'm gonna win. Oh. No, I'm not gonna win. He was waiting for me to do it, too. He was so happy. That was good. That was good. I gotta give him credit there. All right. Well, I gotta head out to a class in a minute here, so we'll call it. Got 10 packs and stuff like that. I don't know that I'll be doing a live stream next week, but I'll just keep doing these. We don't have too much longer of this month of 22 days left. And so probably 1 or 2 more live streams like this. And I'm not saying I won't do live streams, but I'm just toying around with these. And not necessarily just Magic. I might be toying around with other live streams on other things. But in the meantime, thank you so much for playing and watching. Hope you have a good week. Hope you enjoy this stuff. And feel free to hit me up, contact at gaminghistory101.com, or in the comments if you want to ask any questions or do anything like that. But in the meantime, this is Fred saying peace out.